On that afternoon during the live broadcast, all attention immediately focused on the casual interaction between Suga and Jimin when Suga asked about Jimin's recent vacation experiences, especially while he was bathing in the sea. The atmosphere was light and warm, a contrast to the usual busy schedules, with both artists enjoying a moment of sharing simple experiences amid their hectic lives. Jimin responded calmly and honestly, describing how the cool sea breeze and the gentle sound of the waves brought a sense of relief and enjoyment different from his daily routine. He shared how being in nature made him more aware of himself and appreciate the simple moments often overlooked. The moment was clearly reflected in his relaxed expression, his eyes slightly shining as he recalled the seaside bath. Every gesture and tone showed satisfaction and peace gained from this simple activity. While fans felt a deeper connection to this side of Jimin rarely seen on stage, the live continued without pressure or high expectations. Just a flowing conversation giving insight into the everyday life of idols outside public attention. Jimin emphasized the importance of having time to enjoy simple moments without an agenda and how it positively affected his mood and energy for the following days. The narrative progressed chronologically, starting from Suga asking about the vacation, Jimin responding calmly, explaining the beach activities, and ending the interaction with comfort and satisfaction. The live concluded with fans feeling close to Jimin's human side, without excessive dramatization or unusual incidents, closing the episode with a warm, reflective sense of a celebrity enjoying a simple vacation moment. Continuing the conversation, the live grew even more relaxed as Jimin began sharing the small details that made his vacation different from usual, describing how the soft sand beneath his feet, the seagulls flying overhead, and the late afternoon sunlight reflecting off the water gave him a sense of calm, rarely felt in the bustling city. Bathing in the sea was not just recreation, but a reminder of the importance of balancing work and personal life. Jimin explained how he truly let go of tension and allowed himself to fully enjoy the soothing simplicity. Suga listened attentively, occasionally adding light remarks that made the interaction warm yet natural. Fans watching the live could sense the relaxed atmosphere, as if they were walking along the beach with Jimin. Every movement of the waves, the breeze, and the relief on Jimin's face were described vividly, without exaggeration or sensationalism. Jimin also mentioned how interacting with nature opened his perspective to small, easily forgotten details, such as the smell of the sea, the salty water on his skin, and the spontaneous sense of peace. The entire sequence progressed linearly, starting with Jimin stepping into the sea, enjoying the cold, refreshing sensation, and finishing with stepping out of the water feeling refreshed and mentally clear. The live remained warm, natural, and gave a sense of real-life celebrity experience without conflict or a fabricated drama. This episode ended organically with a feeling of satisfaction and reflective enjoyment of simple moments, providing positive energy and an emotional connection with fans. As the live continued, Jimin shared more specific experiences of feeling freedom in the water, describing each movement, from walking slowly along the waves to briefly letting his body drift with the gentle current. He emphasized the sense of safety provided by the presence of his friends, including Suga, who accompanied him and ensured everything was comfortable. The sea bath became a personal, reflective moment for Jimin, realizing the importance of breaks from his intense routine, how the gentle wind and the sound of waves helped calm his mind. Jimin shared how the water touching his skin made him realize that happiness can come from simple things. Suga listened attentively, providing natural responses that enhanced the warmth of the moment without shifting focus from Jimin's experience. Fans felt a genuine closeness, as if they were on the beach with the two artists. Every detail of the sea activity was described realistically, from sunlight reflecting on the water to the fresh feeling after leaving the water. The entire story progressed without time jumps or flashbacks, starting with entering the sea, enjoying the physical and emotional sensations, and finishing with stepping out feeling relieved and peaceful. Jimin concluded with a light reflection on the importance of savoring simple moments. The live remained calm and warm, closing the episode with a natural sense of peace and satisfaction, emphasizing the relatable human side of a celebrity without dramatization or fabricated elements, maintaining a consistent and realistic narrative. During the live broadcast, attention immediately focused on the calm, natural exchange between Suga and Jimin, as Suga asked about Jimin's recent vacation, especially the time he spent bathing in the sea. And from the very first moments, it was clear that the conversation would remain warm and relaxed rather than dramatic. Jimin began describing the feeling of the soft sand beneath his feet, cool water brushing against his skin, and the gentle rhythm of waves lapping around him, explaining how the combination of sunlight reflecting off the water and the faint salty breeze created a sense of ease that he rarely experienced in the city. Every detail was conveyed with subtle enthusiasm, the way the tide moved gradually over the sand, how the sunlight changed the color of the water as it moved, the quiet sound of distant seagulls, but nothing was exaggerated or sensationalized. It was simply the way he had experienced it, and the fans watching could almost feel themselves there, sensing the relaxed pace of his movements and the genuine pleasure he derived from a quiet day by the ocean. Jimin's words highlighted the importance of taking time for oneself, even amid a busy schedule. How the simple act of stepping into the water and letting it wash over him was refreshing, not just physically, but mentally. The live continued without any artificial tension, flowing from his entry into the water, the small gestures of walking and letting the waves touch his legs, to the way he stood for a moment still, eyes closed, feeling the wind and the sunlight on his face. Suga listened with calm attentiveness, occasionally smiling or nodding in a way that made the interaction feel natural and unforced. The conversation gradually wound toward reflection, with Jimin explaining that these small, simple experiences helped him feel grounded and energized for the busy days ahead, ending the episode with a feeling of gentle warmth and quiet satisfaction that left fans connected to a side of Jimin that was human, approachable, and refreshingly ordinary despite his celebrity status. As the live continued, Jimin shared more personal reflections, focusing on the emotional and mental sensations of being in the water, describing the slight chill as waves reached his thighs, the way the water's movement against his skin created a feeling of freedom, and how standing in the midst of shifting currents for a few moments brought clarity to his thoughts. He highlighted that the experience was not about spectacle, but about mindful awareness, feeling the balance between movement and stillness, and how watching the horizon line between sea and sky made him more aware of simplicity and small joys. He mentioned noticing the distant sounds of people on the beach without being distracted, the faint creak of a boat far away, and the occasional cry of gulls, each detail adding layers of realism and sensory depth. Suga's calm presence reinforced the ease of the interaction, supporting the conversation with subtle reactions rather than overt statements. The narrative moved smoothly from walking into the water, exploring gentle waves, floating briefly, and stepping out with a refreshed sense of energy and perspective. Jimin reflected on the restorative quality of these ordinary actions, the episode providing fans a glimpse into the quiet, contemplative side of a celebrity's life, without drama or overstatement, emphasizing how everyday moments by the ocean can provide grounding, satisfaction, and a renewed appreciation for life, closing with a sense of completeness and natural contentment.